Jenna, gone far too soon. Scary hours, we hardly knew ye. Bruised beloved Nets, taken from us before they actually are able to accomplish anything. If I may, I apologize. You guys are laughing. It is a somber occasion. Can we just pour one out for the Brooklyn Nets? I think they deserve it. I mean, listen, guys, it's the biggest flop in NBA history. It is the 3 years, about $250 million in combined salaries and one series victory. For there's always next year, Nets, but there's no longer next year. And there might not be much of the next decade now. And one just has to wonder, how could this have happened? Who could have seen this coming? Except for your buddy. Oh, who's back? Oh, it was a hard few weeks there with Brew on his third choice getting the finals right. And then it looking like, oh my God, Brew's stern negotiation tactics. Could it work? Could the NBA be turning a page? Could it all of a sudden be the adults taking back control? No, it's not. As we learned, the rules with the NBA always are, the players always run the show. So Sean Marks and Joe Tsai, I hope you have a whole bunch of pride left, because that's all that's going to be left. You messed with Kyrie Irving. Kyrie Irving, you had the audacity to not give him $200 million, and because of that, whose team is it now? Royce O'Neal's team. Royce O'Neal, I'm the captain now. They brought me in to save the day. It's unbelievable. Bro, I tried to warn you that, it seems like, where's Kyrie's leverage? Where's Durant's leverage? And the leverage is just manifested by virtue of the fact it's the NBA and their star players. And now tell me if you agree with me here, Brew. It's the biggest flop in NBA history. It is worse than the Nets a decade ago. It is worse than Chuck going to the Rockets. They at least made the conference finals. It's worse than the Lakers with Nash and Dwight because that was due to injury. This is due to incompetence, malfeasance, immaturity, poor management. And so, I'm only shocked because I foolishly, for a moment, thought Brew was right. But now I knew. I knew that couldn't last. It couldn't last. No. So go ahead.
How about an entire show? All right, you praised my stern leadership and negotiating skills.
I did.
But here's the thing, Nick.
For a moment,
you're putting this on me? Who's the one that bought net season tickets? That would be you, my friend.
I did do that.
And the joke's on me. And the joke's on me.
Yeah, no, that is true.
So enjoy your boy
Bought
Rose
Bitcoin
Royce
at 48,000
and Patty Mills
and net season tickets 2 weeks ago. Neither great.
Yes.
Now, I like to buy at the apex of the market. That's my strategy. Go ahead. Sorry. Yeah, not great. That's true.
No, but look, this is obviously shocking. And Nick, I do agree. This is the worst flop, as you called it, in league history. Wilt, Jerry West, and Elgin Baylor never won a ring together. But it wasn't this bad. All right, this is a disaster, and it is a negative mark on James Harden, on Kyrie Irving, and on Kevin Durant. And look, this is shocking for a number of reasons. But one of them is this. In this entire foolish scenario, this entire disaster, the one guy that was looking good was Kevin Durant, right? Like Kyrie Irving looked delusional.
Yep.
Steve Nash looked overmatched. Sean Marks looked toothless. Ben Simmons looked spineless. The one guy that was doing what he was supposed to do was Kevin Durant. And I think now he's thrown all that out of the window. Okay? Any goodwill he had garnered is gone now because this is the move of a runner and a move of a follower, not the move of a leader. When the Nets need somebody to step up and lead and take charge, Kevin Durant is bailing. Just like he bailed on Oklahoma City when times got tough. Just like he bailed on Golden State when Draymond Green yelled at him and Bob Myers teased him. He is bailing again. Rather than convincing Kyrie, man, look, let's run this back one time. 1 year. We got me, we got you, we got Ben, we got Patty Mills, we got Seth Curry, we got Joe Harris. Yeah. Now, I mean, rather than try to run it back 1 year, just 1 year, he couldn't even lead for that amount of time. So this is why. We know why Kevin Durant has not, and I'll say will not, lead his own team. He might go somewhere and be the best player with a guy that's a leader or a franchise or coach who's a leader and the culture is set, but he can't do it himself. And that's the difference between the LeBrons, the Steph Currys, the Magic Johnsons, the Larry Birds, the Michael Jordans, and the Kevin Durants.
Ooh. I mean, that was a pretty good speech, Broussard. If I'm Kevin Durant, great. I'm watching that, and I'm saying, you know what? Broussard is right. And that adds to my little piece of the take monopoly board. I'm buying a tiny piece of property. It's the properties that nobody really wants. I think they're the light purples. You land on them, you're like, I'll just keep going. I don't want that take. Here's the take that I've got, Nick.
Baltic.
I'm not 100% convinced that Kevin Durant is leaving. I'm just not. For one, I can't figure out a deal that makes sense for Sean Marks. For two, there was a little clue that Woj reported that KD went directly to Joe Tsai to ask for the trade. He didn't go to Sean Marks, went directly to Joe Tsai. And Joe Tsai says, sure, we'll honor that, we'll look for it. But if I'm Joe Tsai, I say, KD, what are you looking for? What more do you want? You want new uniforms? Yeah, I get you. You want to play with Kyrie? You're slated to play with Kyrie. You want Sean Marks out? I'll get rid of Sean Marks. You want a new coach? I'll get rid of the coach. You want someone else that we can target? I'll go do it. I don't know why Kevin Durant wants to leave after reading every article, every tweet, and watching every segment on television. I've yet to hear a plausible reason of why he wants to leave. Unless he's mad at Joe Tsai, and there's no reason to be mad at Joe Tsai. You're so mad at him, you're like, you know what? I want to go play for Robert Sarver. Huh? That doesn't make any sense either. So I know everyone, you're pouring, Hennessy out, and you got a funeral. I am not ready to say that I don't expect Kevin Durant and the Nets just to pop up. Like, guess who's back? It was a little bit of a hysterics.
You said you don't know why.
But I'm now back in on the Nets.
I'll tell you why. Oh, okay.
Yeah,
okay. Well, that's somehow you have picked worse timing than me.
I'll give
somehow
them to you.
That is worse
I'll
timing
pass them to
than
you,
when you want to buy my season tickets from me, Wilds? 90 cents on the dollar. Since you're back in right now, 90 cents on the dollar for those season tickets if you'd like them. Here's the deal.
But
I'll tell you why. You said you're looking
sense.
For a reason.
I agree with that.
Yeah. And I'm terrible at impressions, so I can't do a De Niro. But from Goodfellas and De Niro, a little bit. Disrespect him a little bit. That's why he wants to leave. It's not about getting away from Kyrie, which is the more remarkable part of this. Some people are like, oh, Kyrie opt-in, KD demands out. But then it's reported, no, KD still wants to play with Kyrie. KD felt clearly disrespected by virtue of them not taking care of his guy. We came here as a package deal. I have been, while here, the Celtics series notwithstanding, arguably the best player in basketball. I have showed up to work. I've been outstanding. I've been no distraction. I've done all of it. And you won't take care of my guy. I am not justifying it or saying I agree with that reasoning, Jenna. What I am saying is Wilds is looking for why does he want to leave? That is the only possible reason he wants to leave. His business is in New York. He is set up here. The team, to your guys' point, could be good. He picked the coach. He defended Steve Nash. He felt disrespected. Or the other option, and Brew, this is going to pull on your heartstrings. Maybe, can we show it? Maybe that back page New York media finally drove him out of town. Oh my God! It's 1993 all over again. Thin Man has no heart. Splattered on the back page of today's New York Post.
Thanks for watching. Subscribe here to get the latest from the show. Also, be sure to check out more of the best clips from First Things First, or go watch a few segments from our other shows on FS1.